I just want to say thanks for everyone for organizing this. Happy to be here, happy to contribute. So I'm, I think, the only person from industry at the panel today, and so hopefully I can provide some perspective on that. I'm also probably the most freshest outside of academia, leaving academia to start my career on the panel as well, as I've only been in industry for less than a year. And so I can talk a little bit about my background. I think for me, one of the key core things is my family. You know, I'm married, I have 4 children. And my kids have kind of been on this journey from undergraduate through graduate school to the postdoc to now an industrial position. And much like many people on the panel, I don't think it's a necessarily linear transition or straightforward. There's always choices and decisions that you make across the way. So I grew up predominantly, I would say, going to high school in Northern Arizona, and then attended Southern Utah University, which is a small liberal arts college in Southern Utah. Where I was studying chemistry and engineering, and I was pretty convinced that towards the end of my bachelor's degree that I was going to go ahead and take a job with Exxon. I was going to go to Houston, do the whole career start then, but actually had a faculty member from Purdue University from the engineering department come and give a presentation, and I was just excited about the research that they were doing, excited about the materials development that they were doing, and so decided to go and pursue my PhD at Purdue, which is in Indiana, West Lafayette, where I worked on materials development. So in the semiconductor industry, working on new materials and wonderful collaborations with both industry and then other, NIST and other government agencies developing materials. At the conclusion of my PhD in 2017, I had an opportunity to explore different areas within science. And so a lot of my background was in chemistry and materials development. And I had an opportunity at the University of California, Berkeley, so UC Berkeley, which is in San Francisco, to go in a completely new field, which was biocatalysis and using directed evolution and designing enzymes to do unnatural chemistry. And so that was really exciting for me to go from an inorganic or essentially a material solid state type chemistry to something that's organisms, right? And so have an opportunity to develop that area. And so happy to talk about those transitions from, because they're still kind of fresh, from the PhD to the postdoc, fellowships along the way, how to do those. I ended up going on both the academic market and the industrial market and had offers in both positions. I was fortunate to get a K99 R00 grant at the end of my postdoc, and so I had that opportunity to use that as a flexing position. Ended up choosing a career in industry because I have my wife as well wants to have her career as well. And so that was an opportunity for us to make both things kind of happen. It's an opportunity for both of us to pursue what we want. And since I've been at P&G, I've had a great opportunity to work in fabric and home care. And so that's the division that's known for Tide, for Breeze, along those areas. And in particular, work as a chemist and a material scientist, predominantly in the fabric enhancer space. So some of you may have used those unstoppable beads. Some of the products that we released are like wrinkle guard, so trying to prevent wrinkles within clothes. And then the traditional liquid fabric enhancer, which gives you the sense and feels from that. And so I'm happy to talk about that journey and any of those transitions and anything along that way. And thanks again for your time, and excited to get to meet many of you.
Great. Thanks, Sean.